of the region, and right now, I mean, they've been playing like they were playing on the winter major, on the winter split. So this is scary for anyone out there.
Absolutely. And for Furia's mark, how they played yesterday against K-Corp, it wasn't mechanical or reliant on all of Yan's ability. It was methodical. They're going to need that type of play if they can handle G2. G2 with that passing that they're so known for. It's going to be a difficult one. Kyle, he said the team is very aware that that's exactly what they're going to have to counter. There's already Furia up, but it's taken away.
Yeah, we listened to Kyle talking pre-show, pre-match, and yeah, they know that they have to counter those passes from G2. Otherwise, they're going to be done. But right now, I mean, so far, only 30 seconds on the clock, and they have been, very careful how they approach G2.
JNAP's actually got control of the ball again. G2 trying to get set up. The big clear here for Furia. Now trying to push it across. That's 3 times now in the first minute. The G2 have stuffed that ball into the corner. Furia respecting it, immediately going back, having a re-kit on the blue half, trying to find a breakout here with Card on the pre-flip, but denied.
Yeah, I don't know, Kyle will just push it over a little bit, just waiting for Yanks to take over this opportunity. And Yanks, you saw him again. He was going for the bump, he was going for the demos, not going straight for the ball. So maybe a similar approach to what we saw yesterday against K-Corp.
You definitely can't expect Yan to go to one type of play anymore. Mixing it up yesterday, you have to expect that he's going to give you a bunch of different types of looks. Not always going to go for the touch. Got to keep your camera on a swivel. If you're G2, another pass attempt immediately cut off. Furia not giving G2 space when they can, but Chicago got the break. JNAP playing the bully! G2 on the board first!
There was a big win from Furia on midfield, right there from Card. He couldn't get that one. If you are Furia, you need to make sure that you dominate that midfield. Otherwise, you're going to end up playing 2v1 in defense, and you definitely don't want that against G2.
Getting outboxed on the first goal. Pushed out Atomic. He had a great series against Optic earlier in the tournament. But like the desk was saying, it's going to be a full team effort. So far, it's been JNAP's really taking that first man position most often in the opening half. It's been successful for G2. Furia loses control of the midfield and tries to push it out, but he gets deleted on the play, and G2 gets space.
And as you mentioned, JNAPS has been really good at midfield so far. He's just on top of the ball every single time he has the chance. And we want to see JNAPS as the attacker, as the guy that is on offense on a good position to attack the net. But if he's going to, move the ball and be the playmaker as well, I mean, what can he do? Oh my God, that was so close from Card, but the defense from G2 right on top of that ball.
And the flip ended up really working out for Chicago.
Watch it.
Comes JNAPS, and it's good! Naps puts in 1, and he's got 2 involved on the goals.
I'm telling you, he's doing everything right now. JNAPS is so focused. He's going for the, for the passes. He's waiting for the ball in midfield. He's, open net. I'm gonna take it as well. Never a shot that has not power from JNAPS.
The midfield presence from Furia really lacking in the opening half, and it's just been. Oh, I'm not going to say easy for JNAP to lob it downfield, but Furia was so willing to pull off on the play. Card's going to try off the ceiling. He's got a shot. Got a dunk as well. Yan's there. Got it over one. Card better. Off the post, the save. They're still fighting for it. And it's in the roller for Card.
That's hard to watch. I mean, the first save, the way Atomic would jump on top of Yanks was great. But then all of a sudden, I mean, these... I don't know how to...
That's a Mickey goal if I've ever seen one.
Thank you. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to put those in, Furia. You take them when you can get them. G2 immediately on the kickoff. Has Atomic in front, but Card immediately takes it away. And we were just talking about midfield presence for Furia. That one did come right off the kickoff, but Card actually squeezing that ball away and getting a solid opportunity, put enough pressure on G2. G2 pulling off on this play, going to try again from the orange half.
And I was just looking at JNAPS, how he's up front every single time, and he was still in the boost. They're trying to boost our Furia, so they don't have the opportunities to use Yanks or Card in the midfield, in the air, and get some crazy thing going on. So they are very aware of how to play against Furia.
Card this time wrenches the ball away from G2. As Furia try to move around the corner. Have another challenge. Yan gets bumped off the boost. Atomic cut off on the pass. Most of G2's passes when they get to the blue half have been contested. So it really does come back to the midfield game as Yan screams past one and it's taken away to the corner. See the boost steals for Furia, but nobody able to challenge the ball, and G2 get a free clear.
Yeah, you had 3 people from Furia over there. I thought they were going for the clear. To keep on the play, but no, it was G2 the one that managed to get the clear. And now G2 again, keeping the pressure on the blue zone fairly well. They're trying to go for speedy plays, but still they are handling that ball, the control, exceptionally well on the blue side.
Oh, card got weaved around. G2 wasting a lot of the time off the clock. Furia, not a lot left to build pressure. Yan bodied off the ball. Push out, but that's only a Furia clear. Kyle falling back over to the corner. He gets one, but it's taken away by JNaps. Yan pulling off the play, and card there. Broken rotation maybe for Furia. Still trying to make it work, but it's a dead ball in the corner. They're still trying to push forward. The time running out. Kyle, another touch. G2 locked down on defense.
5 seconds now with the pass. Caio with another pass to card. Denied by G2. 1 second left. And Jax now with the option. The ball is still high.
It's open. The shot. Denied. Still in the air. Card got the catch. Off the ramp. On the stealing, Card wants the pass. Chicago's there. No one from Furia will get there in time. And G2 take game 1.
You know what? I'm looking at that last shot from Caio, and I think maybe if you go crossbar, backboard a little bit, keep it open, because they were expecting that shot from Caio. So maybe if you played a little bit different, they could have had a chance. Still a very good game by both teams, I guess.
You guessed.
Yes, I think.
No, I totally understand what you mean. I'm thinking about the one play where Yan had a free ball rolling out to him in the attacking third, but then he pulled off the play, maybe trying to bait G2 out, because G2 had a good read on defense. So you think maybe if we have Card take it up the side wall, we'll catch G2 out on rotation. And it actually did work pretty well to mess up their defensive rotation a little bit. But G2, great goal line defense. And really, the one goal Furia got this one looking a little silly. But it does prove that they're able to move the G2 defense when they generate pressure. It's not all G2 playing perfect defense. Furia are able to manipulate things in their favor once they start controlling that boost game. And man, you've been feeling good all week, rocking the Brazil shirt.
Sure. I mean, Gibbs told me yesterday, well, you're not wearing your colors and whatever. Okay, so I got the shirt here. Okay, Gibbs, I got the shirt here.
That's a great shirt. I need to get one of those.
I'll get it for you.
It's almost, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Hook me up.
We'll do it.
Perfect. But G2 playing exactly how we thought they would. It's that methodical, death by 1,000 passes. But that midfield game really was something Furia struggled with early on. So, Chamaka, I'll ask you, for Furia, how do you counter that and get the midfield game back under your control instead of letting G2 take that early lead?
I think they were thrown off by JNaps a little bit. And JNaps played,
great game.
Excellent. I can say enough good things about how JNaps played on that game. But they might have to take JNaps out a little bit. Like he was playing very uncontested on the midfield.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe a bump here, try to be there in his face so he feels the pressure a little bit more. Maybe that can work out for Furia in the future, in the next few games. And I also have to say, they were trying to rotate in a way where they were trying to keep a lot of pressure on the guys on G2, but for some reason they were not able to read the playstyle, the G2's playstyle so well. So I think this first match was one to understand how G2 is going to be defending basically, and then maybe in the future they can add more pressure to G2's defense.
Well, thinking back to the last or yesterday when Furia played against K-Corp. K-Corp early on in that series had looked pretty solid, especially in the passing game. I thought it might have given us an inkling into what to expect on how Furia would attempt defending against that G2 passing. But like you said, it didn't really matter when JNaps got so many free looks in front of the net. I think even Furia getting in their own heads on the play a little bit, pulling off some miscoms, all 3 players getting caught in the same area sometimes.
Yep.
So as we head to Aquadome, we'll see what adjustments Furia make, or if G2 will start things off on the right wheel again. Kyle underneath on the 50, gonna get things started for Furia.
It's Chicago to JNaps again, the passes. They use the passes every single time. I mean, it doesn't matter if they're attacking, getting the clear, any single time. And that's the difference between them and K-Corp. K-Corp would get the pass and then throw it back to the net. these guys, they can make 2, 3, 4 passes. It doesn't matter. I mean, they have time to waste.
And it makes them so dangerous, too, because as soon as they know that Furia are expecting to pass, the demo comes in with save from Chicago. Then they can just boom it away, catch you out over-rotating because you're expecting a passing play. Furia already having to withstand the counterattack. Just turned into map pressure for G2. Chicago in front. The shot goes in. Atomic bullies his way in.
And they had defenders. Furia had defenders on that play. It's just Atomic. He's just so good. He knows how to position. You were talking about it yesterday, how you can create pressure with only positioning your card in a certain way, and that's exactly what Atomic did in that play.
Make your card big enough. Nobody's gonna stop you from getting in the net. Here's JKnaps again. Didn't quite get what he wanted, but he was looking for Chicago the whole way. The first minute belongs to G2.
JKnaps with the shot. I don't know what happened over there. I mean, Card, he went out. Maybe he was expecting Janks to get that ball, and then he was trying to, you know, get into early rotation. But nah, man. I mean, when it's these three guys, Atomic, JKnaps, Chicago, you can't just rush things. You have to make sure that your teammates actually get the touch.
You gotta get into the third. You gotta prevent G2 from just JKnaps just walking into your box free. No keys needed. Good card. Flips around, he's got to let it go. And the shot a little high. Yan in the air, denied. JKnaps in front, and Kyle with the goal. Furia split the lead.
I love how Kyle was waiting for that ball with nothing on the tag. I mean, he didn't have that much, and I mean, I'll still wait here. I mean, whatever. I need to make sure that if the ball is right in front of the net, I have to be there to make it happen. You call it a Mickey goal before, but they were there to make it happen. So again, this time they took the chance and it paid off.
Hey, let's get something straight here. Look, Mickey goals are sometimes some of the best goals we'll ever get, all right? It's not necessarily, Mickey doesn't mean bad.
Okay, gotcha.
not always. Card having a retreat immediately. Chicago took control. Yan had to jump from the goal line to get to that ball. And now JKnaps, here he is, free in the third. Almost uncontested. Card drops it down, but it's a free ball for Atomic. Double tap denied by Kyle. Atomic stealing the boost. Chicago getting bumped by Atomic. JKnaps gonna bail him out. Give G2 some time. Furia finally get a 50 for Card. Avoids a bump and is able to get a touch at least. But you see Furia, they're really struggling to get back to this ball. Their first touches really aren't the cleanest. They're going right back to G2. They don't have that control, and their boost game has been small pad for a little while there. They finally break out.
Yeah, it's been tough for them to get the clears, but and once they do, G2 seems to be having no problem at getting the clear and getting the ball back to the blue zone. Now it's an open net. Maybe JKnaps can get there. Oh, no! He wasn't able to get on time, and Janks nails the second goal for Furia.
What happens on the breakdown here? Atomic tries to get the 50, and JKnaps rotating back. I think he went for the midfield boost. You see him sitting on 0, and it pulled him completely out of the rotation. He's thinking, you know, Atomic's there. He's going to get the 50. I'll have time to get back, but no dice there for Atomic and JKnaps. Furia tied up.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I don't think he was out of positioning too much. He was expecting his teammates to get, you know, a touch on that ball. Not Janks that had a free goal.
Up high for G2. Back on offense. It does look a little scary sometimes for Furia on defense. The ball gets lobbed above the backboard, and the touches really aren't perfect. Like, it's not clean defense from Furia, but they're somehow able to wiggle their way out of these tough situations. Even there, Yan has to touch the ball away, but Chicago gets the first chance at it. That's been the difficult part for Furia. They're cut off again in midfield.
JKnaps doing his job very, very well in midfield. I gotta say, you know, I always praise Kaya of how good, how smart he is on midfield, but I mean, I had to be honest. I think JKnaps is doing a better job on this series so far.
In front, Card. Gonna deny the dunk. Yan throws it back out, but it's back to G2. Atomic tried to bump Kyle. No success. Chicago misses the shot. Yan on the breakout. Back to Kyle. On the catch. Beyond midfield. Kyle, one more touch. Off the board. No shot denied.
Awesome defense by Atomic. Now, JKnaps and Chicago trying to get a hold of that ball, trying to get the pass in the center. Atomic now goes at it alone by himself, and no one was there. I mean, I think I understand why that happened, but at the same time, I wish there was someone there to accompany Atomic a little bit on that play, because he did everything by himself, and then no one was there to get the goal.
Now Chicago last back as Atomic rotates right back for Chicago's pass. And this time getting in front of the 50. As much free space for G2. Furia also constantly having to keep their cameras swiveling for G2. They forgot about Yan! Furia take the lead!
How often do you see a 1v3 workout like this? I mean, 1, 2, and, 3 players from G2. No one can do anything against Yanks, and now Furia has a chance here. I mean, they have the lead for the first time in the series.
So much defensive duty for Furia, but a big breakout play.
Oh no!
Massive whiff! And it's to the whiff board. Chicago ties it up.
How do you go, to this whiff after doing an amazing 1v3 play? I don't get it, Yanks. I don't get it.
That's Rocket League.
Oh my God. And the fans love it. The fans love it.
They love it. The G2 chants have been going strong. But Furia, when you thought you finally got ahead, it's immediately ripped away from you. Get the challenge on the 50, win in the corner. Not exactly in position on that second man. Respecting G2's positioning in that respect, which has been quick. Really difficult to get by. There's again, Yan having to get away from the ball. 2 touches, and it just turns into a mess on the rotation when cars just end up bumping into each other. The ball kicks out, and you think that's a dangerous play. But then the player's not ready because he either got bumped or he's trying to read where exactly the play's going. Drop down, saves, or across the corner. Chicago letting Atomic come in. Picard wins the 50. End of regulation. Pop up, back to JNAP. To Chicago, shot off, Atomic, no good. Card in the air, he's got to get it on the ground, overtime.
That save was so close. I was ready to call it a game, but no, Card out of nowhere from the back, getting the save. Watch it with Chicago right now, Card again with another save, but Chicago's still there. A little bit too hard, and Atomic was not able to control the ball.
The recovery from Card, he had to land and get the next touch because G2 were waiting, hoping he would just lose control just for a second. Kyle, back on the wall, the pass denied by Chicago, getting up in time. Yan, up high, hoping he can contest Atomic, but he can't. Now Card, flipping back, JNAPS around the corner. Kyle there, gotta stay on top of the ball. Chicago lies in wait, lobber in front of the box. More pressure onto the Furia half. Atomic. No play here in the corner just yet for G2. Furia, Yan letting that ball go back to Card. JNAPS over Yan. G2 waiting though as Furia. Boost management working for now. Card gets another save. Atomic stealing the boost out. It'll allow G2 to stay in.
And finally they were able to get out, and Furia held on for that whole minute because it was all G2, and now Yanks has the chance. Chicago and JNAPS both on the backboard, and Yanks still able to get something done. Kyle with the pass, Card, and now the ball still struggling, still very close to the net, but Chicago was able to get the clear.
It's such a risky pass too because your third man was still rotating back. Now the breakaway, shot! It's off the bar, it's saved! Diving back, Chicago shot! Don't come in from Furia, it's not over, but all at G2, they're rotating back. Card, does he find Yan? Yeah,
it is! Oh my God! Well, Deus indeed! How? I mean, I was so sure that it was going to be over. G2 was attacking. Furia somehow kept it alive, and then in the end, Yanks from the corner was able to get it on an open net because they were so focused. G2 was so focused in attacking that they couldn't make it back in time to defend that ball.
I mean, that shot was ridiculous.
Yes.
That whole play was ridiculous.
Yes.
How much defense were they playing in that OT?
I saw the flag over there.
Yeah.
I saw the flag over there.
He's racking it. Oh my gosh. That could have got out of hand so many times. But Furia,
7 saves by Card.
Tying it up, like it's such a massive difference to be able to block that shot, get the transition. You're talking about being down 0-2 in the series, probably having to take a timeout, having to really bear down on your mental game, and it's a completely different makeup now with a 1-1 series score, Chamaco.
I gotta take my hat off to King Card right now because the way he defended, I mean, they all did to be honest, but it's so impressive. If you're G2 right now, you're thinking, should I go for that crossboard to that backboard at any time? Because every time the ball hits the backboard and goes back and bounces back, it gives time to Furia to come out of nowhere and defend the last shot. So G2, you gotta make it on the first try. Okay, you gotta go for that net and you gotta make it on the first try because otherwise Yanks Card somehow will get there and defend the ball.
That may be the change that they make. Instead of trying to pull players off by hitting the backboard on the side, they may just start shooting the ball.
I hate to be the coach, but yeah, sometimes.
Staffy's a pretty smart guy. I'm sure he's saying the same. You might be smarter. Don't tell him I said that.
Well,
Love you, Sathu. Up high, though. Here's one touch. Here's two touches, and it's right into the lovely bumper of Card. Takes it out. Atomic. Looks underneath. Leaves it for Naps. Right into Yan. They are just shooting the ball here early. One dump-off pass for G2. There's another dump-off. The demo, and the block! Card has to get back to it. Another pass, another shot, and it's good! Atomic slots it in the top left!
this is what I love about G2. You know, the passing plays over and over, the short rotations, and they keep passing. I mean, they don't get desperate. They know that if we can't shoot straight to the net, I mean, we can get a pass, and someone is going to be there because we know so. We are sure that someone's going to be there to catch the pass and then keep shooting at the net.
Once G2 get into that rhythm on the kickoff, Chicago.
Wow.
Tried to get a cheeky reset there. Once they get that first pass, though, Furia get into this rotation that you don't want to be in on defense, which is, okay, I got to go get boosted, not to dive for a save.
Right.
And nobody's ever available to actually cut the pass off. You have to disrupt that rhythm before the music ever gets going.
And G2 is so good at going for the upper 90s, and that you need boost to defend that.
Pass.
Again and again and again.
He hits him with the shimmy pass here, Atomic, rolling it up the corner. Nobody there immediately on the backboard to challenge. Kaio, that's a tough position to go and try to block on the wall because you have to defend multiple things. You don't know if Atomic is going to go out early for the pass, if he's going to go for the dish. And Atomic, just a light touch out to Chicago. That little changeup, hanging it in front of the box. Tough position for Kaio to be in on defense.
First minute off, and it's been all G2 right now. Furia hasn't been able to get anything on the attack, which is worrisome to be honest with you. I don't know what happened in between games, what Sathu told G2, but it's working so far.
G2 outscoring Furia. Really, Furia have been scoreless in the opening minute of each game so far. Another pass, this draw, and they just missed the bar, but the net is open. That exact passing play, we've seen 3 or 4 times. It's always connected. It's always put pressure on Furia. They get the transition, but they gotta find a way to stop this G2 push that's so clinical.
But yet again, they keep passing to each other. Even without boost, Atomic put so much power onto that ball. Chicago getting it to JNaps. JNaps trying to go over Card. He made it easy. Jax with the touch on that ball, nothing on the boost tank. Now the pass for Card. Card again. I mean, over to the net, and Chicago was there so ready to. That was so close. This should have been a 3-0 so far.
Atomic, feels like it should be 4-0.
Maybe. Yep.
Pops it up, 2 on the back wall. And Furia overcorrecting for the earlier positioning, but Chicago gets a free one. And it's back over. Light shot, and Atomic hits him with the fastball. He hits him with the changeup. He's got a full arsenal on the shooting gallery.
And in this time, Kaio, he was aware. He knew that the pass was great and the shot was coming on, but Atomic has so many options. I mean, he could put it anywhere on the goal because it was only Kaio on the backboard defending. So he had all the options. He knows exactly how to use them. Now 3-0 lead for G2 when we're approaching the mid of the game.
All 3 players at G2. Oh, wait. Nope, taken away. Before we were singing JNaps' praises in game number 1, but make no mistake, it's a full unit for G2. We've seen Atomic get the pass off the back wall. Really, the walls have been really a successful territory for G2. And we've said it so many times in so many games of Rocket League, you've got to be able to defend those areas of the pitch. Otherwise, teams like G2 will cut you apart.
So far, I think Furia's problem is that they have been... They had only one defender. Oh, there you go. Thank you so much.
That's one.
Thinking, copying something from G2's playbook, I see.
Yeah, nice carry from Yan. You saw it free Chicago. He knows Yan's got full control, knows he's got a lot of options to work with, so he thinks, if I can just read it right, get that little hit off the back wall and catch it, then it completely stints the attack. But Yan got it right above him, opened up the goal for Kaio.
I was saying that you saw that play, even though it was a goal, G2 had 2 players defending that net, so they were in very good position. But Furia hasn't had that same chance when G2 is attacking. They only had 1 or maybe no one on the net. So that rotation, something is going wrong with Furia's rotation, but they are being outnumbered when the attack from G2 is getting close to the net.
G2 get the read,
again,
Atomic gets another goal. Once more, he puts it in for G2.
This is what I'm telling you, right? It's only Janks right there. There's no one on the backboard. There's no one to help him.
Yeah.
And it's a very tough ball. You might think, well, it's right there. I mean, he can take it easy and no matter what. But actually, it's very hard to read when the ball is falling down from the corner.
Well, you saw Kyle and Card were both pushed up in that play. They're not rotating back fast enough. Like, to get a player on the backboard when you're facing that pressure, you just got to be a little, not passive is the wrong word, you just have to be a little more defensive in your thinking. Instead of thinking we can push up, up, up if we just win that challenge, you really put your last man in a tough position where if he gets on the backboard, now he's got to defend impossible shots. If he doesn't, now he's got to somehow read the passes off the back wall. They have to find a way to commit 2 people on defense to stop G2, and they might be looking towards game 4 at this point to make it happen. Because G2 up by 3 with less than a minute left, they've looked solid.
I completely agree with your analysis. I think that's exactly what is happening. They're trusting each other maybe a little bit too much that they're going to win the 50s and everything is going to be their way. And so far, I mean, G2 has proven, proven them wrong.
Absolutely have. Proving once again that this team is never to be trifled with. You take a game and they can take the momentum away. Nice goal here for Furia. 2 goals left of 28.
They get a chance now, and Chicago was not able to hit that one. JNAPS was alone by himself. I mean, he did what he could, but it was a little bit too tough. So now Furia, 2 goals away from making the tight game. 28 seconds, maybe? Maybe.
On the kickoff, it'll be G2 whipping it up quickly. It's Atomic. Now, I said full team effort before, but then Atomic just kept scoring goals, and he almost made it happen there. Still is full team effort.
MVP.
Yeah, pushing it to the side. Enough time wasted here for G2. They know it. They're just trying to burn that time off the clock. Furia, we know or we at least think we know what adjustments they have to make. But G2 taking advantage, ripped them apart in game 3 and take the lead in the set.
It's interesting to see because, you know, game 2, the guys from G2, they were winning. Furia make it happen. They were able to come back and then get the win. And now all of a sudden, game number 3, G2 says, no comeback here. I mean, we're not gonna let it happen. And you were talking about Atomic, how good he was, you know, making the goals and shooting at the net, but he wasn't alone. We see 4 shots by Chicago, 4 shots by JNAPS as well. So it is a team effort. It is a whole unit going on.
78, my goodness. Furia, see what adjustment they can make. Optimistic positioning ain't gonna get it done. Every single pass was like that. Off the back wall, crowd going nuts. Watching G2 put on the clinic against Furia. And that's what every single goal, there's no defense on the backboard. Good attempt there by JNAPS on the final save. We know Furia can absolutely come back, adapt. We'll see what they have on the table for game number 4. This is what they're up against with Chicago and G2. This team is just, they're straight up backyard bullies. You know, they'll beat you with a pass. We saw them in game 1. They beat Furia in the physical game. They'll use anything that they can. They're a smart team. They're one of the most methodical teams in the world, and they're proving it right now.
And we were talking about physicality. We saw yesterday, Yanks was going for those bumps, for those demos to open up the net, and he hasn't been able to do so. I mean, he's trying. I have seen several times that he has tried to go for those bumps, but G2, I mean, samurais maybe is not the word, it's ninjas. I mean, they can't deny those bombs, they can avoid them and keep them everyone alive to be a good unit as a defense in the net.
Tactical back pass by Gan.
Sure.
That was the softest, almost own goal I've ever seen. G2 immediate pressure and a perfect touch out over to Chicago. Perfect bounce rather. JNAPS pushes it back over to, or Atomic pushes it back to JNAPS. And again, the touches for Furia. This is what was killing them last time. Kyle going for a hard touch. You give up possession. You lose this 50, and it's a loose ball, but JNAPS is going to get there. Card winning that ball. Kyle forced off the play. Chicago shot. Oh, it's not good. Chicago gets the goal.
But you keep losing the 50s. You go for boost. I mean, I don't know what Kyle was doing on that one.
You got to defend that shot. You can't go for the boost.
Exactly. I don't know if he was going for the demo or whatever, but you know that shot is going to become a pass. So you need to have someone on net to defend that shot.
Furia defense has not been as clinical as it was against K-Corp. G2 proving a much more difficult opponent to read. Card lobbing it to the side. Kyle is still on his way back. G2, another pass in front, Yan. Gonna find Card with control. Flips it up over one. Card wants the bump. He got him! Demolition for Card! Goal for Furia!
Okay, maybe Furia hasn't been defending that well, but if you're gonna play 1v1 against them, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna be the one telling you should go for those plays. Don't let them get the dribble.
Card been grinding his 1v1 too.
Sure.
He's shooting up those leaderboards, showing a little bit of that on the last play, but pushed out. Oh, look at the drop pass. This time, Yan gets there in time. The demo taking away midfield presence for Furia. Card gets deleted as well, not before the touch. Kyle up.
Oh.
Yan jumping maybe a little early at that play. That forces Card into a tough position, booms it back, stays in on the defense. Got the save, not over. Kyle needs a touch, and that's a great touch over to Yan, but then he loses that first touch, giving Chicago back the ball.
And again, Card, I know he had to go for boost, but he left the net wide open, completely wide open. So they are trusting each other a little bit too much. I'm a little bit scared. Now, Furia has a chance to put a little bit of pressure. Let's see. No!
Whoa.
Card misses that one, and he had boost in the tank. I don't know what happened, but he completely misses. And Yanks was able to get the touch on the ball just to get the clear, put the ball outside and not allow G2 to continue on the offense.
Oh, and Yan pulls off the pass. Didn't want to take the 50 against Atomic, and it's just given G2 possession again. JNaps is 50, pushed out to Chicago. What does Yan have here?
Nothing.
They've had success, but he gets the bump on Atomic. Wanted to screen across to Naps. Now Furia have some midfield possession. Card, a little bit more in the tank. Kyle tried to get out of the way. Yan gonna push it out to the side. Furia willing to just let that ball go if they know they can get the ball back in their half. But then it's that pressure that they just haven't had.
Wow.
Chicago just giving the shot for free. Kyle, he didn't have a lot of boost on the play, but I feel like he's been picked on more than most on the defensive end. He does get back to the ball. Another demo forces Yan into a tough spot. The G2 literally cutting down Furia, and they finally get out and keep their limbs intact.
I don't know what's going on through Furia's mind right now. I think they're expecting the pass a little bit too much and not the straight shot. So you saw Chicago. I mean, he got an open shot, a free shot basically. And you have to think Chicago, JNaps, Atomic, all of these guys can hit crazy angles. So you can't be too trustful that they will go for the pass and not for the shot.
Card with Atomic chasing him down. Got the 50 out. Yeah, that's a nice catch, but he's got the 50. And Chicago kicks it away from the rotation. Card has to wait back in his own corner. Swoops it out over one. Oh, falling from the ceiling, Atomic. 50 for him, and nothing for Furia. It's a dump and chase play. Not able to really control that ball. I feel like Card, really the only player who's been successful actually carrying the ball out of their half. And credit to G2. They have put so much pressure on this Furia team, really making them second-guess themselves at every push. And it really is credit to how methodical they've been and how crushing it must be to have to withstand the pressure that they've been putting on.
It feels a little bit like Furia's playing with pink because G2 is winning every single 50. I mean, they have been so good at keeping the control of the ball, or maybe keep it nearby, or at least, win it like very convincingly. So I don't know what's going on. Furia must have been scratching their heads right now about how to counterattack those plays from G2. But now we're in the last 30 seconds of the match, and again the ball on the blue zone.
Atomic didn't get the boost steal, allows Card to come out. And as critical as we've been of Furia on these last few pushes, they haven't let G2 win. Atomic keeping it out. Got to go up on Kyle, flips out, and Yan just getting there in time. Card got the catch. The end of regulation. He's got a little bit of boost. He's got the reset. Kyle with the shot. Way wide. Not gonna get it done. JNaps on the return. Denied by Yan. Does Kyle want to play ball? He lobs it up. Card's just got to get to that. And overtime is here, Shamarko.
What a sweaty match right now we're watching. This is incredible. I mean, yes, we have been saying that G2 is looking a little bit stronger, but Furia still holding on, and they're attacking. I mean, it's not like they're not putting anything on the net so far, so they are trying. The crowd is getting crazy so far. G2 on their heads, and G2, Chicago, trying to go for the pass. He gets demo, and Yanks trying to push forward, but JNaps, I mean, he's been so good at positioning, going for the pass, and no. Good clear by the guys from Furia.
No possession in midfield, though, for Furia. Yan pops it up. That's a dangerous ball to commit. Card got in the air. Atomic's there. almost wins that ball, but Kaio pushes it out. Yan can't get there. More pressure from G2. Shot on target, saved by Card. Big win for Yan on the 50. Naps will protect his own boost. Yan tried to get the demo on the JNAPs. They got to retreat quickly. Kaio pinches it out. Card hoping he could go on the sidewall. Actually does get back to that ball. That could have been dangerous. Underneath, Card gets mechanical. Chicago gets the save.
We saw the first goal from Furia. It was a bomb from Card, and he was able to put it on net. He was trying to do the same thing. Now Card is still very aggressive on the offense. Opportunity for Jack's pass for Card. No, Card went for the boost instead of staying there to try to nail that shot. Maybe communication wasn't great on that shot. Chicago hard on that shot. Jax has to move it away. Gets clear.
Oh, pass out. Well, not really a pass. Actually, it is a pass.
Oh!
The goal! On the far side of the pitch! And G2 one game away from the playoffs!
You see how Jax was out of position? He was trying to half flip and into the ball. He couldn't read it fast enough. And, you know, G2, the best at what they do. Their passes are always pinpoint accuracy. I mean, you can't get any better than that. And if you're not gonna be able to counterattack, if you're not gonna be able to stop that pass, then they're gonna nail the shot on the net. And now Chicago with those 2 goals for G2. G2 entered match point.
You know, this is starting to feel like just the story of the entire day. Started off with Moist sweep against Semper, looking just clearing away the better team. And then it happened with FaZe and Falcons, another 4-0 sweep. And maybe not the way a lot of people expected. The Desk thought the Falcons were going to take the victory against FaZe, but FaZe, I mean, they got so close to perfect sweeping Falcons, and nobody expected that. And now we're here, G2, playing G2's game, and no one on Furia really has an answer for it. Yes, they've had transitions, they've had success getting goals. It's been close, but it hasn't really felt like Furia have ever controlled the game, even when they have tied it up, even when they have been in overtime. G2 have controlled top to bottom. They've owned the first minute of each game, and I think that has been the clear difference maker, setting the tone and making the music.
Completely, I have to agree. I mean, as much as it pains me to accept it, yes, G2 has been controlling the tone, the pace of this match, and so far, I mean, I was expecting a good G2. I gotta be honest, I was expecting a really good G2, but I wasn't expecting a G2 that will, you know, do whatever they wanted every single time of the game. So far, Furia trying to early for Kaio. Oh no!
That was a big demo on Card. He was right in the spot for that bounce. Could he have made the read? We'll never find out. Oh, the big whiff! And another to the whiff board. Furia get the first goal.
They'll take it. They'll take it, definitely. Yeah, it was a bad whiff. I'm looking at Chicago. Maybe a bad jump from the wall, maybe? Yeah, I think that's it.
It seemed like flip timing as well.
Yeah.
If he flips a little earlier, that's the touch, but you know, it could be just how the ball's looking when it's lofting like that. The drop velocity can be really deceptive.
Yeah.
You're trying to time the drop, get a good touch out. That one catching Chicago out.
And that's it. I mean, you really want a good touch. You really want a powerful touch on that ball. So maybe Chicago was, you know, trying to be very, accurate on how he hit the ball. Maybe a little bit too much, and that's why he got the whiff.
Oh, demo gives the ball back to Chicago. Gets bumped, or rather bumped into Yan. This time it's different for Furia. They haven't scored first in any game so far. Another shot, Chicago misses it, but those openings are still there. Chicago just hitting the bar.
And you see how G2 is going for the bomb inside the net. I mean, they're trying. The net has been open a little bit, but G2, I mean, they're gonna make it a little bit wider, you know, if they can't make it happen.
Oh, let's see. They really haven't, or Furia really haven't been successful in the demos. They have tried to go for them. Yep. Talking about it. Even right there, JNAP's unfazed. Card, another touch, he's not gonna get the read. G2, they're running low on boost. Yan gets the 50, not gonna get a bump out. No corner boost for G2. One finally spawns for Chicago. They're gonna get some time, but a pass in front is immediately denied. Yan trying to play the win on the play, leaving Card back to block the midfield. Yan also getting chipped, but the net's open, and Furia take a 2-goal lead.
Card switching a little bit up. He's going to play midfield now, and he's doing great on midfield. He was not only able to deny the pass, but to get the pass himself to Kaio. And this time it was G2. They were so, they have been so used to not being contented on midfield that they were all going in rotation offensively and let the net wide open.
Thing I almost missed is Furia didn't call a timeout before this game, just got right back into it. Ends up working out for them anyway, as timeouts have proven less and less effective over time in the World Championship. Look at Card off the ceiling, forces Chicago up. JNAP's also on the backboard. Card just being a nuisance right now for G2.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think they switch it up a little bit, let Card be on top of everywhere. I mean, not just midfield, but anywhere he can do a little bit of a touch, a single. I mean, anything is worse when you have a team that is so accurate as G2. Any single way that you can move the ball out of the way, it might help to avoid the clears.
G2 win one touch. Jan just gets to that. It looks like he might have missed. Yep. You're feeling that one.
It was a good demo now.
Almost left it open. Gets him bumped on the spawn too. We haven't seen Yan really break out. He hasn't needed to in this game. Furia, it might be the first game where it really looks they've been actually setting the tone for the first time in the series. Off the backboard, that's a big miss from Card. Chicago will roll that one easily as G2 split the lead.
Yeah, Kaio tried to compete on the midfield. He lost that ball, and then Yanks was too far away. Card was the only guy on defense, and we have seen it so far. I mean, I think Furia is trying to play extremely fast, so much that they are not able to read the ball on the backboard as good as they should.
Those reads have been tough. G2 also haven't been exactly perfect on defense. That one taken away. The crowd chanting on G2, hoping they can end it in 5. Caps takes the ball away, not letting that ball bounce back to Furia. Another shot, and a save! Card, he's been the best performing player on Furia so far. Yan pushes it out. He's had a couple of stunners today. Kaio pushed out, but he's having to battle all of G2 to get back to that ball. It's slapped away again, but Yan gets a free one. Off the ceiling, putting the pressure on. 2 touches out. Woo! Atomic and JNAPs combined. Card has to protect this ball to keep it close against JNAPs.
That was a nasty clear. I mean, had Card not been so back far away, I mean, that was going in. That was really going in for G2.
Another push for Atomic. G2, momentum starting to swing. Reset back, forces 2 up for Furia. Card trying to get that ball away from JNAPs. Unsuccessful. We'll try again. Trying to conserve that boost. Card did pick up a canister. Sitting back on the defensive end. JNAPs swings himself back around. Atomic lets him go on the fake. Goal!
JNAPs is going for that ball, and I'm thinking, how good is he? How good is he to keep control of the ball? And then it was a touch from Furia, the one that made the pass happen. It wasn't JNAPs, it was a touch from Furia. So Furia really now struggling, trying to get the ball away from their zone, from the defending zone, and just G2 say no. I mean, this is it. The ball is going to be played on the blue zone, and that's it.
Yan, the only man back, almost got dunked by Chicago. Kyle up for it quickly. And that was so beautifully drawn up from G2. Not just the aerial fake, but also the bump in the net. So many things drawn up for G2, and they executed perfectly. JNAPs weaving a beautiful quilt for G2, but they still need one more to send Furia to lowers. Can they do it here? Chicago drops it down. Yan pumps it by the rotation. Is it in? Right in front of the box. G2 get away with it.
That was so close, so extremely close to be done, but no, the clock said it is not over yet, and now Furia has, I mean, they still have a chance to make it happen, but it was so close.
Oh, Card. Furia can't let the nerves get to them here. Kyle, protected by Card on the play, with the ball constantly pumped back into their corner. Card, delete it. Yan, bumped. Control Atomic, no good, he got the 50. Yan's got the break. The touch forces 2 up from G2. Yan, tied up from Kyle. Card slowing it down, buys some time. Yan's gonna stay back though, and get the win on the 50.
You see the communication on Furia is lacking a little bit. How Yanks went for that ball and Kaio as well. And that's scary. At this moment, it is very scary. Atomic on the top spot.
Oh,
maybe they can get the second shot. No! Great save, denied by Jaina.
Yan can't get it around JNAP, and up in front, G2 crashing forward. Another shot. Another touch, rather. Card with Kyle following underneath. Another reset. And another 50 for Kyle. Card rotating out. Yan keeping the pressure up. High in front of the box. Furia got the pass. The shot! Goal! We got a game 6!
We got a game 6. The other Furia is not over, guys. It is not over. Furia is still very much alive. They are getting better at getting the clears, and you know, they have shown a lot of patience in defense as well. It is funny because they're trying to make it a little bit slower sometimes, not go for the boomers, and then when they try that, they get demoed right away. Like, no, no, we're not gonna allow it. But in this time, it worked. The pass was beautiful, and Card getting the shot on net, you know, they still alive. We're going to game 6.
And that was against a great-looking G2 the whole way through. I mean, they had everything clicking for them. Every single 50 contested. You see Yan trying to beat them with mechanics, contested. Card trying to get through on a reset, contested. Contested every single time. It is a battle on this pitch, and it feels like two heavyweight boxers going at it right now. Furia trying to come back, trying to take it to round 12, or really, I guess, you know, round 7 in our case. But man, it is close. And on Neo Tokyo, there's been a lot of heartbreakers on Neo Tokyo, Shamako. We'll see if Furia can force the champions field.
It has to be so annoying. You know, you're playing, if you're Furia, you're trying to get the clear, you're trying to go, you know, in the air and get something done, and all of a sudden, there's JNAPs, there's Atomic, there's Chicago. I mean, G2 has been so good at keeping the pressure in the midfield that I don't know how you keep your composure the whole time. Credit to Furia because they have found a way to get the clears and then make use of them. We have seen the statistics. I mean, they shot a lot. Yeah. They did shot a lot. But still, when you see the game and we're casting, we feel like it is G2 the one that is controlling the pace of the match.
It's just the way that they play, how their touches are always right into each other, how their positioning is always complementing the way they want to play. And it doesn't feel like Furia are completely able to match that, but they've been able to break out on those transitions, like you said, Shamako. And we're underway on Neo Tokyo. Yan gets the look. He's got the pass denied. G2 feeling a little bit there, but Atomic gets 2 touches out. Yan forced back.
I think G2 is so good at passing that they understand how to defend those passes. You know, that they understand where the pass is going, so they can get there before the Furia attacker is on top of the ball. So that's so much credit for them. Oh, what a save by Card. Steal the ball on JNAP. JNAP to Atomic. Atomic doesn't have that much boost, so maybe Jax will get there. But again, wow, how they win those 50s. Oh. They keep winning them.
Chicago gonna go for the boost steal instead. And then the big clear, but Atomic's rotated back. The time when G2 probably would have got caught out on an open net there, but Kyle got a good pass. Chicago got the 50, Atomic flips out. 2 big 50s for Chicago to break them out. Now Nash lobs it up for Atomic. 2 touches and it's wide.
Too wide on that one. I was scared because Jax was the last player on defense for Furia, and he went all in. He decided, okay, I'm going for that one. And the way that G2 is winning those 50s, I mean, that was a boldy move from Jax.
Card, no chance for him. G2 continue to conduct things in the midfield. Demo onto Chicago, though, leaves an opening and a hard shot denied. Loose ball in front, taken away. Flying in for the save, Chicago and Atomic getting in front. Yan, he's got another free ball. He's got enough boost to make it happen. Good wave landing in front. Another shot. Oh, Kyle sneaks it through!
They had to make it happen because it was now or never. The guys from G2, they didn't have that much boost in their tanks. They were playing with the boost pads all over. And Furia, you know, they had all the reserves full, so they were able to play a little bit faster, a little bit higher, and put a lot of power on that shot, and maybe force, and they did force G2 to concede a goal.
Now second game in a row.
Uh-oh.
The Furia have been able to score first. Here's Yan with 2. Here, oh, he missed the 3rd. Chicago getting there in time with a full tank in his Octane. Pass it front to Atomic. Oh my goodness, a little bit of pinball. Card's gonna flip back on the boost. Chicago stuffed out. Starting to get a little rough in the scrapyard. Popped up high. Yan won't get the read, and perfectly followed up by Kaio, who has started to recover from those early game woes on defense, more and more he's been getting those solid touches and preventing G2 from those extended stays on offense.
It seems like Furia is trying to go for those boomers, again, like really hard clears to go above the G2, because G2 is playing midfield. They have all three players on the blue zone. It doesn't matter what happens. So if they do get the strong clear, they're able to get above everyone and force them to go into offense. In defense, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, Chicago getting there in time. Hard with the boost steal, but probably not the touch he wanted. It still forced Atomic out. Kaio, he goes in front. G2 caught on the backboard. The Furia will continue to push. Midfield still belonging to Furia. G2 looking for a clear out of the rotation. It's a nice catch by JNaps, but the 50 going straight out to Card. It's up to Chicago. He's got to pull off. Card takes it away.
Oh!
No reset for him. Or no touch really off the reset. And doesn't get the second touch, but it left the opening just above the bar.
This is I think the sequence where Furia has been able to control the ball for the longest throughout the series in the orange zone, I should say. And now, when we are nearing the final 80 seconds, Furia with the lead. This is unprecedented. I think we haven't seen that this lead from Furia, this close to ending a match so far.
It's so close. And G2, it feels like they're just getting a little more control, but the touches from G2 starting to wane a little bit. JNaps not perfect on that reset, doesn't want to give away the free touch. Yan takes it away. 2 touches for him. JNaps gets the favorable bounce, and Kaio trying to read that a little early. Card saves the day as Yan was rotating back. Chicago, another chance as we are in the final minute. Oh, and Kaio and Card bump into each other. Kaio got demoed. 2 touches for Atomic. He missed it. Shot! Oh, saved by Yan off the board. And Chicago again. What's he got? Pass. Back to Atomic. Off the board. Naps got to wait. Yan had it protected, and G2 forced into retreat.
And the ball's still very close to the. Well, no, they got the clear. They still have, so far how good they recovered from that one. That was a nasty shot, and it's still safe. Oh, JNaps is there to nail it, to tie the match with only 23 seconds left. How much heart does this G2 team have?
Chicago pins the dart in Furia's box, and JNaps kicks in the door. G2 late in the game, trying to take the series back. Card up high. He got 1 touch, but that's all he's gonna get. Yan diving forward. He wins the 50 against Chicago. It's a boost steal for his effort. At the end of regulation, Kaio against the back wall. JNaps gets there in time. G2 still good on the defense, but 1 more chance from Yan. Lobs it up over to Card. He's defended. Kaio's got to put it up. He's got to defend it, but he misses the touch. JNaps got him beat. The ball's still in the air. Atomic whips it around. Denied. Overtime once more.
Another overtime on this series. I mean, they're getting too used to overtimes. We're gonna see if G2 scores, it is all over for Furia. They will go to the lower bracket. If Furia makes the goal, they're gonna survive for Game 7.
Oh, Yan having to avoid the bump. That could have been disastrous on that final touch. The risky pass from Kaio with them so far back. G2 protecting the retreat by getting the back pass, and Atomic jumping down in front. G2 gonna wait for Card's touch. Atomic jumps in front of it again, cutting them off. Chicago, he's barreling forward. Activating the bulldozer, but Yan gonna push it back out. Atomic has been a brick wall in the midfield. Furia can't seem to get it by him. Another lob up for Chicago. Little by little, G2 continue to push into the box. Another one denied by Yan.
So close, and as you say, little by little, they keep crawling and getting closer.
Card?
Oh,
Kaio!
No one was there. Jax wasn't there. Jax will try the 1v3 situation again. Couldn't work out. Again, G2 they allow only 1 shot, and that's it, and they get the clear.
Card got the 50. Low shot. Chicago last man back. It's easy defended. Atomic protects his boost. Yan can't stop the 50. Chicago's in the air. 1 touch. Denied. Card. Oh, Kaio got in the way. That might have worked out to their favor in the corner. Yan now 2 touches. Trying to catch Atomic out. It's gonna be hard to do. Atomic has been lethal in the series, lethal on Neo Tokyo. Card denies another 50, and G2 continue to stint the counterattack from Furia.
They're trying to get out of the way. Atomic keeps control of the ball. Kaio went for that clear. Watch it. Atomic is just allowing Chicago go for the ball from the back wall. He's playing with JNaps. Another pass. Good save by Kaio. JNaps again from the midfield. Jax, playing it, but those touches are just too long, are easy for G2 to read, and they are countering everything.
Exactly. Yeah, Furia need to control the ball. These clears out aren't going to work. It's open in front. Card's in the air immediately. He gets kicked out of the stadium. Kyle comes in to redeem him. Yan, he's got the clear out. Downfield is Card. Shot. Save. JNAPS is there.
I thought it was over. I thought it was over. Kaio somehow made it work, made the save, and now another shot, Jax, but Atomic with the save. Kaio has to clear the ball out to the corner. He was able to do so, but I don't know. I mean, it's so impossible. It seems impossible to get that ball right across the G2 defenders.
Furia desperate to force Game 7, hoping they can play another game on Champions Field, but Chicago just misses off the bar. Kaio trying to beat JNAPS out. It's not a strong enough touch. Flips it over one Furia defender. Card left by himself. Low shot. Card denies another one. Hitting him for Kaio. Blows himself into Atomic. Here's another touch. JNAPS comes across. But Card is there somehow. Furia putting up top-tier defense on their goal line. And he needs a break in midfield, and he's not going to get it. G2 just pump it right back. One touch, lets it drop. Card there for another. Chicago puts it back over the corner. Atomic sets up JNAPS. JNAPS beat by Kaio, and Furia break out.
They have a chance now. Oh, but that bump against Kaio was beautiful. Yanks up high, going against Atomic. What can he do? He's gonna make it. Oh, JNAPS with the save.
Chicago on the breakout now. Kaio, last man back, needs to buy one touch. He gets it. Card now, he's frozen. Atomic turns right back around, puts it high. That's not gonna get it done. Kaio denied on the 50. You see Yan playing it close. Doesn't want to give G2 the free ball. Card, he sees Kaio, forcing the ball out. A race, Card the shot, denied by Atomic.
Card avoided the demo and then getting the shot. That was beautiful by Card, but again, the defense from G2 undeniably good. JNAPS trying to get the clear with Chicago. Card in defense, he was able to deny it.
Almost 4 minutes of overtime. Yan pumps it downfield. JNAPS back to Chicago. Shots on! Oh, Card with another heroic save! Atomic, the catch! The pirouette in front of the reset! Card left alone! Denied again! How are Furia getting in front of every single shot?
They're getting bumped, they're getting demo, and they still find a way to defend it. Chicago, no way! He gave it away! No!
JNAPS gets in front of it! Every option covered! Card denying the quick counter. Atomic got a 50, lands it, pushes it to the side. JNAPS has a chance. He bumped Kaio out of the play, but the bounce didn't work out for JNAPS. It lets Card come in, and he gets the play. Are you kidding me? Chicago, the drop down is not going to happen. And JNAPS protecting the retreat again for G2 so many times. Atomic pushes it to the opposite side.
Atomic, it's been great. I mean, how well Atomic is pushing the ball. He's pushing forward every single time. He's not losing any 50s. And now JNAPS with a shot.
Oh,
they have to do that. Oh, no!
G2 do it! They blow down the wall of Furia's defense onward to the playoffs!
That was so close by Kaio. I think he was the player on defense on that play. I saw it. I mean, he had to make contact with it. And the thing is, G2 has been on top of those little moments of hesitation every single time. I mean, they're winning the 50s because they don't hesitate. They don't wait for things to happen. You know, they are on top of the ball. So if by any chance Furia wasn't going to able to get the ball out of the way, they were going to be expecting, you know, those misses, I should say,
yeah.
and then capitalize on them. So I mean, kudos to G2. They played so well in this match, in this whole series, I should say.
Yeah, G2. I gotta hand it, you know, Bates has been yapping about how G2 are gonna bring their winter major form, and the result is the exact same as it was in the winter major. 4-2 for G2, getting the win again over Furia, and they look like they're in championship form. They'll be a threat no matter who they play. Come playoff time, they get a day off. Come Saturday, everyone's gonna have their eyes on G2. Where they're gonna go. I mean, they just looked so good, Chamaco, and you can sing the praises of each player. Atomic, how many times did he protect the retreat? How many times did he keep the attack going? How many times did JNAPS drop a beautiful pass, a beautiful play out? Chicago as well. I mean, everything working so well for G2, and credit to Furia. That was an excellent Game 6.
Yeah, definitely. Furia was looking better and better and better, I think.
Yeah.
The thing is, G2 was so as well. I mean, they never stopped. They were attacking every single time. And it was like they were getting used to each other, you know, as time passes by. Like the first match, you saw G2, they did everything they wanted, and Furia was kind of lost. But that game, that last game 6, I think they were reading each other very, very well. So maybe, I mean, I just wanted to watch a game 7. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
I really wanted the Champions Field just to see what would happen. But we'll have to watch Furia again later. Their run isn't over. G2 get a break, but let's have a last word from them with Orb.
One big series down. Atomic, you are now qualified for Championship Sunday. What are your thoughts?
We're super happy because like Furia is an amazing team, and we were like, this is gonna be a tough game. If we win it, we have a couple days off, but it feels amazing to know we can just practice for the next couple days.
Did you study Furia a lot to kind of get your game plan down pat?
Well, we've been scrimming them a lot, so we know like what they like to do, and we did watch a couple replays on them, but we knew like if we played how we wanted, it doesn't matter what they do, so.
How did you feel about that long overtime? Were you getting a little scared, or was you just cool, calm, collected throughout?
I think like the longer the OT went on, like the better I was playing individually because I was getting more settled. But like still in a long overtime, every time they have the ball, you're thinking like, is this like, are they about to score? But we got out of a lot of stuff and we ended up winning, so feel good.
You are the NA MVP. Do you feel like that comes with added pressure for you to perform?
Not really, because I mean, being on G2, you're expected to win. And when you're playing with people like Chicago and JNAPs, like they're due for a World Championship, so it's about time we win it.
All right, one final question before I let you go. On Sunday, we're gonna have 13,000 people in the arena. What can the fans expect from you?
On Sunday, we're gonna be playing the best we ever have, so it'll be really fun, and I hope everyone enjoys it.
Give it up for Atomic and